So I think
Sorry. So what do you like most about the system?
I think the thing that I like the most about the system is that it's completely catered to you and your abilities. So, and that doesn't change as you go through the weeks and the months of the system. So from the very beginning, each rep that you do is catered to how you feel on that day and how much you can do, because you're constantly working each muscle and each body part in isolation to complete exhaustion, and that's different for everyone from day to day, from week to week. So you may come in one day and maybe you didn't get enough sleep, or maybe you're feeling a little tired because you were up late with the kids the night before, and that day you're still able to work the muscle to exhaustion because you're working with a trainer who's able to cater the amount of pressure that they give, the overpressure that you give, but still allow you to get the number of reps that you need in order to have a great workout. So no matter how tired you are or how much you've been working out, you always have a great workout. So I think that's been one of the greatest things for me in terms of just like the methodology of exercising or the program itself. The benefit for me too has been having the one-on-one attention with the trainer, because that's added a level of accountability for me that makes it a little easier to get out of bed in the morning when you know there are people here waiting for you. There are people here who have your best interest in mind and really care and get just as excited as you do when you start to see the gains, when you start to see your body fat percentages drop, 5%, 7%, 10%. So that's another piece that's really encouraging and kind of keeps you going. And I was just saying the other day to one of the trainers how the last few intervals that I do during my aerobic workout, I don't do them as hard when I do them on my own, because he's not there to watch me, because I want to make him proud and I want to show off in front of him and show him that I can do a good job. And so it actually helps me push myself further because I'm getting encouraged without it being overbearing. So that's, I think, one of the greatest benefits I've had.
How is the strength program different here compared to how you've strength trained in the past?
I think in the past when I strength trained, there were often a number of days. So like I would find a particular routine that I want to do. It could be, let's do a set of pyramids, and we're going to try to increase the weight by a certain amount every workout or every week. And one of the challenges with that type of workout has always been it's kind of like a mental game that you end up playing with yourself, where you think you should be lifting more than you are, or you're looking at the amount of weight that you're lifting. And here it doesn't really matter how much weight you're lifting. All that matters is that you're working the muscle to complete failure. At the same time, that can also be challenging because every time you start getting stronger, they start pulling harder on the bands or they start adding more resistance. And so then you're still getting just as tired all the time, so you might not feel like you're seeing the gains. But when we add in fitness tests and we add in measurements of body fat percentage and things like that, you're like, oh my God, how did this happen, right? And so that's been kind of the big difference, is just kind of the mind change between like not worrying about how much weight you're doing or how strong you are in the exercise or what band level you're doing, but looking at things like body fat percentage change, looking at things like how do you fit in your clothes. I can put on shirts now that were too tight and bulky, and now they're just like falling off. I can put on jeans now that fall down if I don't wear a belt. And so that's kind of just a different way of thinking about what it means to be fit, what it means to be strong. The other day I was moving some buckets that were filled with water. In the garage we have a leak, and it was a crate that was filled with water, and I literally just lifted it up like it was nothing. And my wife was looking at me like, what is going on there? And so it was kind of just this crazy, weird feeling of just like insane amounts of strength coming out of nowhere. So.